All right, thank you very much. Today is a very beautiful day. It's a great day. And yesterday there was a revelation. And I was surprised because we don't know it all. And because we are messengers of God, we are always waiting for God to tell us what we should do. And so I was always hoping that we're going to have 12 moon water ritual. Unknowing to me, the Spirit have already set aside that it's going to be an 11 moon water ritual. And on the 4th month of every water year will be the month of fasting. And so, a lot of you are wondering, what is this fasting going to look like? How is it going to look like? There are already spiritual guidance to how the fasting will go. And so today, my topic will be based on the watered fasting. Understanding the watered fasting. And our text will be the book of 7th hour. And we're going to read from verse we're going to read from verse 1 to the last verse. And then the 7th hour was revealed to the reminder on the 29th day of the 3rd month of the watered year. And so this is the only book of the sacred book of the water that talks about the water fasting. So if you are a water child and you want to embark on the once in a year fasting, this is the only chapter, the only book of the Nima Sedani that talks about how fasting should be done. The Nima Sedani is the Watered Chronicles, the sacred book of the watered. It's like a guide to our everyday living. Now, fasting in the watered, it's not just a spiritual thing, but also a thing that builds your mind and your health. And science has already proven it that once in a while it is expected of humans to fast. And so when the Spirit revealed that fasting is being prescribed for every water child and every watered member, I was not surprised because it was prescribed to, it was commanded by prophets before myself. And so reading from verse 1, the 7th hour, that's it has only one chapter. So the 7th hour, verse 1. And it says, prescribed to you and those before you is a month of fasting. It is the gateway to good health and renewed mind. Verse 2 says, let me just read the whole verse, the whole book. Verse 2, for we have given you your bodies for temporal habitation, for yours is with us. This verse is talking about the body you are carrying is a temporal gift. It was given to you by the Spirit. Your true self is not existing in this plane. Despite the fact that, yes, you are actually existing on this plane, but your true self is not the makeup, your body, the physical body. That's not your true self. Your true self is with the Spirit. Verse 2 said, keep your body anew and prolong your stay here, for your heaven and hell can only be assured in the land of the living. So when you read from verse 1 and verse 2, you can see the link that this body is borrowed. So as long as you live on earth here, keep it anew. For you to ever live longer on earth depends on how you treat your what? Your body. Now let's go to verse 4. Verse 4 said, I speak to you as one with the spirits, revealing for your well-being that you must keep the 4th month of the watered year a month of fasting. And so this was myself speaking to each and every watered member that this month that we are about to enter, which is the month of April according to the Gregorian calendar. Since the watered religion, we are actually following the Gregorian calendar. It's a month that you should keep as a month of fast. And I do tell a lot of people that have been chatting me up about the fasting coming up. And I said, after the fasting, tell me what you feel, what you felt. After the fasting, tell me what you felt. And so verse 5 said, it shall be that beginning the 1st day through the 30th day of the 4th month of the year of the watered year, ye shall abstain from food until the 17th to the 19th hour of the day. So verse 5 is giving you the timeline, the date of the fast and the timeline. So it's not just going to be like changing time. It's going to be a prescribed time, a time of the year, which is what? The 31st day to the 30th day of the month of the year. So the fourth month had 31 days, but the one day is set aside. It's supposed to be the day of what? Thanksgiving. Your fasting begin 8 p.m. Your fast begin 8 p.m. Normally people are used to fasting from 6 to 6, 6 to 12, 6 to 2. No. Your fasting begin 8 p.m. in the evening, running through to 5 p.m. in the evening. So from 8 in the night to 5 p.m. in the evening. You get it? So you shall abstain from food. So the 17th hour is 5 p.m. So you can eat as much as you can eat through the 17th to the 19th hour of the day. The 19th hour, good. 19th hour is 7. So the moment it hits 7 p.m., the 19th hour is 7 p.m., not 8 p.m. The moment it hits 7 p.m., all food got to stop. So you have 2 hours to eat as much as you can what? Eat. Now let's read verse 6. Verse 6 says, permitted for you who are weak, old, and on a journey is a loaf of unleavened bread and plain water. You shall eat moderately, for the Spirit knows falsehood and wrongdoers, and their reward is with their maker. So for those of you who are weak, meaning you don't have the strength to run the fast, all through, you are permitted to eat unleavened bread that was not baked with sugar, without sugar or salt, that is not living. So that's what you should eat. And it is expected of you to eat moderately, not because you are fasting and the Spirit said, eat unleavened bread and take water. You will not be eating all just for you to be full. No. The idea is because you are weak, you cannot run it, you take moderately. For God knows those who are what? Truthful. Verse 7 said, prohibit for you is fasting for children, the severely sick, and the elderly. So children are not permitted to fast. The elderly, old people are not permitted to fast. And those that are sick, you are not permitted to fast. And if you're on a journey, that's where you can eat the unleavened bread. But if you know you have the strength to run, no problem. Continue with it. Verse 8 says, you shall not be punished for avoiding some days of fasting. For the Spirit knows our weakness, and the truthful in heart knows their what? Lord. The fact that the instruction that the whole month is prescribed for you to fast does not mean you have to complete the whole month. You might decide to fast for only 10 days in the month. Because the Spirit is not putting you under obligation. It's not giving you troubles or giving you problems that you cannot solve. Is making everything easy for you. Verse 9 said, you shall eat only what is prescribed as follow. During the fasting, this is what is permitted for you to eat. Also, these are the things that are prescribed for you to eat as a water child. Verse 9, let me read now. You shall eat only what is prescribed as follow. Animals that have horns and divided hoof. Fish that have both scales and fins, like the tilapia. Fish, fresh fruits from the market. Fresh fruit what? From the market. Now, this verse 9 is somehow corny. And so, fresh fruits from the market is only required during the time of fasting. After the fasting, you can buy anything, whether it's... Okay, let me just go to verse 10. The verse 10 said, you shall not eat anything hawked on the street or in the market. So anything I put on the tray, come and buy your rice, don't buy it. You cannot use it to break fast. You cannot eat. Yes, you cannot use it to what? Break fast. Now, your food must be acquired from a platform or spread on the ground. So people that sell food in the wheelbarrow, don't buy anything that is on the wheelbarrow, that is inside a bucket. They put it on the, no, don't. You have to buy things that are on a platform, on a table. So if they put it inside a bucket and on top of a table, no wahala. But if anything inside something and then straight to the ground, on the ground, don't. Also, you can buy food that are spread on the ground. Somebody puts a mat and tries to shade things on the mat. You can buy that. Don't buy from the wheelbarrow. Don't buy from the shelf. Don't. Your food must be acquired from the platform. Okay, that's verse 11. Verse 12 said, you shall wash your animal with hot water 5 times before you cook. So during this time of fasting, don't hurriedly make food. No. Boil hot water. Pour it on the animal. Wash it, throw it away. Pour another one, the second one, the third time, the fourth time, and the 5th time before you cook. And then for your vegetables and fruit, wash with warm water or cold water 5 times before what you eat. Verse 13 said, you shall stay away from alcohol and drinks not made from natural fruits. Your drinks must come from fruits or vegetables while you break. 14. Snails, creepy animals, reptiles, clams, octopus, squid, catfish, and lizards you shall not eat. Locusts, these are the things you must not eat. You shall not eat locusts, for it is prohibited for you, your sons and daughters. Locusts are those flying insects that most people eat. Every other food prepared in a clean environment you shall eat, and you shall not eat whatever was not prepared by you. For you, it shall be a taboo during the month of fasting. Please don't misunderstand this as to prescribed way to eat. Only in the month of fasting that majority of these things are required. You get it? Verse 17 said, before you eat, ask whatever you want. The Spirit will hear you. When you are done eating, thank the Spirit for delivering your request. And before you sleep, believe in the love of the Spirit that you are not alone. Verse 18 said, meditate a few hours before you sleep with thanksgiving, with great expectation. For this month is the month where wishes are granted. Verse 19, which is the last verse, says, for truly they are always listening to our what? Silent request. So I will cause every single member of the watered, every watered child to embark on this fast. The fast is going to start on the 1st of April to 30th of April. Like what I read, it is not compulsory you have to finish it. You can fast for 7 days, 10 days, 11 days, but make sure you are doing it according to the ordinance of Nima Sedani. Go, and if you don't have Nima Sedani, you can visit thewateredreligion.com or Uzihben.com and click on Nima Sedani. Nima Sedani is our sacred book. It's a sacred book for every single water member or water child. You need it. And whatever question you have, drop on the comment below. And I pray for every single one that is going to embark on this journey, on this spiritual journey, that may the grace of the Spirit abide with you. That whatever thing you ask for in the course of the journey, that the Spirit will offer it to you. I pray that strength, unexplainable strength, will be granted you. Strength from the Spirit will be granted you. So shall it be. Amen.